Alright, the date is September 26th, 2018. The arresting officer is Gilgamesh. Suspect is also Gilgamesh. I am back from the comic book store. Picked up my books. You know what? I'm going to change my lighting here real quick. Bear with me 1 second. I think that's a little bit better. Alright. We'll start with the Independents, move on to DC, and then finish up with Marvel. So, first up, from Image Comics, Wicked and Divine. This is one of the one-shots that Kieran Gillen does periodically. 1373 AD. I'm trying to read the text at the very bottom of the comic here, but it's written in white on a very light background, so it's hard to read. But anyway, it is a one-shot. And let's see. Move on to Wayward number 29, also from Image Comics. I think this is a variant cover, but I'm not sure who drew it. Anyway, it's a pretty cool looking cover. I think that's the girl who controls cats. One would assume, since she has cats all around her. From Dark Horse Comics, Beasts of Burden number 2. Wise Dogs and Eldritch Men, the current Beasts of Burden miniseries. This is a really fun book. Every time it comes out, I'm always reminded of how good it is. Even though Jill Thompson isn't drawing it this time around, it still looks really good. And Evan Dorkin is still writing it and just still doing a great job. Grabbed Cold Spots number 2 from Cullen Bunn. I think this is supposed to be one of those comic book legal defense fund censored and uncensored variants for this issue, but I didn't see either one at my store. And I can't imagine, I mean, it's like a horror story with ghosts, so I don't know what would be censored exactly. Who knows? I haven't actually seen what that cover looks like. Speaking of that, though, as I promised in my previous video, Ice Cream Man number 7 did come in. This actually came out last week, but my shop had to find one for me because they didn't have it. I'm kind of lucky in that my shop has like 5 locations around town, so sometimes if they don't have something, they can just call around to the other stores and see if they have it and then bring it in. But that just makes me laugh, that cover of him lifting up a dress and showing off his ankle, and that's the part that's censored on the censored version. So old-fashioned. Anyway, let's see. From Dark Horse, I picked up, I think this is the D cover for Stranger Things number 1. I like this cover. It's really reminds me of like some old paperback that I would have picked up and read when I was, I don't know, that age. All this stuff on the cover, of course, is meant to be there. It's not actually damaged in any way. But yeah, that looks cool. Okay, moving on to DC. Grabbed Action Comics number 1003. And I forget who drew this cover. Sorry, I don't remember. Also got Silencer number 9. This character actually showed up in the previous issue, so I don't know if that was the first appearance of her or not. It's not a character I've ever heard of before. But speaking of new characters, Justice League Dark number 3. This I guess this would qualify as the first full appearance of the Upside Down Man. That's him on the cover there, looking nice and creepy. And this is just the regular cover. The B cover by Greg Capullo was just another team shot, and I think he's already done like 2 of those, so I don't know. I think he needs to vary it up a little bit. But speaking of Justice League books and just team shots, this is the Terry Dodson B cover for Justice League Odyssey number 1. Thought I would give this a shot, even though the book has been kind of plagued by delays, and I don't know. I'm half expecting it to be a train wreck. I guess we'll see. I also picked up Doomsday Clock number 7. And the weird thing about this book is, oh, this is just the A cover, by the way. Supposedly Jeff Johns has said something about how this issue was like a change in direction for the book. And, you know, honestly, as it's been going along, it kind of feels like it's floundering and hasn't really found its feet and doesn't really know what story it wants to tell. So I just get the feeling that he's kind of making it up as he goes along, which is probably not the best way to go about a story like this. Hopefully this will be better. I don't know, we'll see. Heroes in Crisis number 1 by Tom King. I was looking at the Harley Quinn variant cover for this online, because my shop didn't get it. It was like a 1 in 250 variant or something like that. 1 in 250, 1 in 500. I'm not even sure. But it was a really cool Matina cover of Harley Quinn, but I think Midtown wanted, I don't know, over $200 for it. I certainly wouldn't have been comfortable spending that much money on a book just for the cover. But hopefully it's a good story. I don't know, we'll see. So moving on to Marvel. Marvel 2-in-1 number 10. I don't know if this book is coming to an end or not. I haven't really looked into it. But, I mean, the Fantastic Four is back, and you get the end of the previous issue of this. The Invisible Woman shows up, so I'm guessing this whole storyline is pretty much over. Whether that means the book ends or not, I don't know. I also picked up the Humberto Ramos sketch cover variant for Iron Hammer number 1. And what I didn't realize when I picked up Soldier Supreme last week is that these are actually 1 in 10 variants. My store is just selling them for cover price, so that's cool. I just got the sketch cover because I thought it looked cool. But I was happy to get this one as well. Also got Venom First Host. Number 5 is the variant cover. I don't remember who drew it. There's a name there, but I can't really read it. But it's a cool cover. So moving on into all the Spider-Man stuff, because there's several books here. Amazing Spider-Man number 6. This is just the regular A cover. I think that's Ramos as well. I'm not 100% sure, but the Mary Jane certainly looks like his work. Yeah, pretty sure it is. Edge of Spider-Geddon number 4. I'm not sure if this is the last issue of this or not. This is the Cully Hamner variant. For some reason, well, I missed the variant cover for the second issue, and then my shop didn't get any of the third issue, but they had some of the fourth, so I grabbed that. I got Spider-Geddon number 0. This is the In-Hyuk Lee connecting cover. I thought it was the coolest looking of the regular covers. And then the last one I picked up is the 1 in 50 variant by Julian Totino Tedesco. My shop's selling this for $20, so I grabbed it. And it's a cool cover. Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen, and Spider-Man Noir just swinging around. That's pretty cool. So anyway, that was my haul for this week. That's all I got. I'll be back in a little while with more videos, but that'll do it for now. So everybody have a great week, and I'll see you guys later.